Hello YouTube. Today I'm in Norco, California, and I will be riding the Candy DH trail. This is going to be my first full actual attempt at riding the trail. I came here last time about 2 weeks ago or a week ago, but it was raining and the trail conditions were getting pretty sloppy, so didn't really get to give it a full good first try. Today I'm going to be attempting the trail again, and I'll be doing like a trail walkthrough. I probably will use some footage from my last week trail ride, so if you see the conditions are a little bit different, it's most likely due to this being a different week, but for the most part I walk you through how the trail rides and like some key features to look out for. I believe the first key feature will be a rocky rock garden chute, and we'll go more into depth into that section when we get there, but I'll just re-record the whole top half, and then once we get to the rocky section you'll see that part of the footage where I walk you through, and then we'll continue on from there. Alright, let's do this trail first ride. Drop. Yeah, so last week it was super wet, and it was raining, so the trail was really moist. It looks like it maintained some level of moisture, and right now it's like drying up a bit, so see how everything goes. I want to try this feature out. It looks like it should just be a rock roll. Yep, rock roll. Oh yeah, it's pretty fun. Right here it gets pretty steep. Take it nice and slow, controlled. This grip is not really grippy. It's like very sandy. It's kind of hard to explain. Oop. Smacked my frame protector. Alright. Pretty rocky. Alright. Let's slow down a little bit. Alright. And let's stop here and take a look. Alright, so breaking down this trail, you're coming from that right-hand berm right there. You're trying to slow your speed right here. You have to kind of get into this, ditch, sort of say. And then you're dealing with this rock section. So I think dealing with this rock section will probably be the hardest part of this trail, like from seeing videos and whatnot. I think one of the hardest parts of this trail. So first you have that giant boulder right there to your left-hand side. So that's automatically going to shove you to the right, and when that shoves you to the right, down there you have kind of a drop, and you can either go right down the V or you can take a drop to the left, which the drop to the left I think would be better, I guess, in my case, but I mean, just because I'm scared of getting my pedals caught in that V. So you're going right here. I think this would be the line right here. You're going down the rocks right here. They're somewhat slippery right now as it just drizzled just a little bit. Going down this drop right here. You're trying to maintain control all while your bike suspension is actively working. And then if you want, you just go down this V right here. It could be good if you maybe pop off this rock just a little bit, like pop your wheel up and then dive kind of into the roll, instead of, that way you don't get your pedals caught right there. Or what I think would be better, for me at least, is coming down right through here. You know, your suspension is actively working, you're trying to brake right here, and as you're braking you're lining yourself up right here for this drop, and then right here you go up right here, and then you push down. As you can see, there's kind of a gap right there. It looks like the rock might have moved, but before it looked like it would give you a smooth landing, so we'll just fix that. Right from a look from the top, you'll see coming in right there, and you're dropping. You're landing right on that rock, so you're going down. It's a smooth transition, where before we kind of had a little gap. I was afraid someone would OTB if that remained there, but you can see you're going off that rock, and bam, you're going into that right-hand corner and then whipping a left. I think adding on to this trail side analysis, I think also a big factor for me, I think that makes things scary, is the fact that I'm riding solo. And when you're riding solo, it's really hard to just dive in and do trails like these. But I think what I've come to realize is that as you come upon these scary features, and they look really intimidating, but I think breaking it down is so much easier, especially when you're riding solo or trying to challenge yourself, because I mean, obviously you want to challenge yourself when riding, and I think breaking it down is such a key factor, because right now it just looks like, oh my gosh, this is so much to go through, but I think this would be step 1, step 2, step 3, and then step 4 is making that turn right there. And I think I'll break it down a little bit further as what I mean by steps. So step 1 is getting through this little rocky part that's mostly going to be like chundery and a little bit slippery, because as you can see, there's some dirt on the rocks. So once you get through this, as I slip, as you get through this is already like your safe point. So you're done with step 1. Step 2 is dealing with either you're going to go off that rock roll right there, or you're going to go to the right hand and take that little, I guess, divot, or little drop into this V right here. And I know in the last section, which I recorded last week, I said I was going to most likely, I think this would be the best line. But it looks like it has changed since we have ridden. It looks like it's kind of remained the same, but I think now I'm leaning more towards this, as I've seen social media clips of people taking this line right here, and I think this line would be the better option right now. I mean, the rocks are pretty dry, so it's pretty grippy. So of course, this would be our step 1. Once we're right here, then we're reassessing the trail, and we're like, okay, this is where we have maybe a split second to make our decision if we're going to go for that rock roll or if we're going to go here. Because once we get there, there's no more thinking. There's just committing to the actual action of doing the feature. So I'm right here. Once I'm right here, I think I'm going to have, the mindset of, okay, it's no longer thinking of the bad outcomes or anything like that. It's just actually committing to this feature and doing it safely as possible. Because if you can imagine it in your head while you're here, or not imagine it in your head, but if you can see yourself doing the feature and everything that you need to do, then that means you can do it. Like, there's nothing holding you back from actually doing the feature. But if there's so much doubt, like, oh, I don't know this or that, or whatever, I mean, of course you should weigh your doubt and if you can actually do this feature. And for me, like, I know I can do this feature, but there is doubt. But because I can trust my own personal skills, I know that I can actually do this feature. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll go right here, boom, place my tire right here, and then I guess go right here into this V. And one thing I'm worried about is pedal striking, but because I don't see any other pedal strikes, I'm assuming that it looks like it should be good, because once we go right here, we're holding the bike like this, and we're pushing down into it. Because if we let the bike just get away from us and we're going like this and we're leaning over, then that's, where there's no stabilization or support. So we're pushing into the rocks to make sure that we're getting that support back in order to push into the features. I think that's the biggest thing, is pushing into features and making sure that you're, remaining in that good body position, because I think that's what's going to be most key when you're doing features like this. But yeah, I know in the last section I said I wasn't, or in the last recorded clip of last week, I said I wasn't going to do it, but this week, the feature or the conditions have improved, and I think I have the skill and ability, and I don't have any doubt that I can't do it. So I think I'll go ahead and attempt it, and we'll see what it looks like. And if in a few seconds I fall, then that then maybe I was too confident, or maybe something went bad and we can talk about it. But yeah, let's go to that clip. All right, riding this section, there's no doubt that I know I can do it. Up. There we go. Another drop right here. Right-hander. This is a giant drop right here. There we go. And then up here is the double. I'm not going to do it this time, just because I don't think I had enough speed. Right here you have a little bit of a climb. Oh, looks like my e-bike died. There we go. And over here we have a sizable drop, or you can just roll it. All right. Over here is a rock roll. You're going to want to stay all the way right. Go. Whew, that's good, Burm. Oh yeah. Right here is the little pond thing in the middle. Stay all the way right unless you want to go swimming. Over here is another rock wall. Oops, go right. Right here, go right. Have a drop. I'm gonna stay high line up here. Drop down. I'm gonna do the drop right here. Careful not to carry too much speed. Whew. And that is the end right there.